They say when you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. But what they don't tell you is that sometimes you don't climb back up. Sometimes you get dragged out by a mercy you didn't even know you deserved. Hi, I'm Amira, and this is how I found Allah in a club. Literally. Please like and subscribe to our channel before we proceed. My parents named me Amira. It means princess. My dad says when I was born, he took one look at my tiny pink face and said, this one's royalty. And my twin brother? Khalid. Dad said he named him Warrior, so he'd always protect me. A warrior for the princess? Yeah? Super dramatic. Typical dad. We were the twins everyone in the neighborhood called Zawjul Farasha, the two butterflies. Me, the talkative and absolute charmer. Khalid, the quiet, proactive prodigy that somehow always had my back. Then there was little Zaid, the baby of the house, who thought he's a superhero in disguise, destined to save us. I'm the second of three, but the only girl. And if you ask my little brother, he'll tell you I'm Dad's favorite. Not that I admit it, ahem. But what I will admit, I used to be that girl. And no, not in the righteous queen kind of way. Anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. We grew up in a loud, affectionate Moroccan home, full of tajin, sarcasm, and random arguments over who had wudu and who didn't. My life was simple. Deen, school, fun, chores, repeat. And hijab wasn't a struggle at all. It was second nature. My family, the kind that woke you up for Fajr with a smile and a bowl of Herrera. My mom was that modest girly before it was even cool. And my dad? He loved his coffee, his Quran, and his kids. Our house smelled like oud, fresh bread, and olive oil. Fridays were for Jumu'ah, jasmine, in my mom's hair. And Dad lecturing us on life like we were in a TED Talk. Oh, did I forget the creepy gin talks with cousins when they came over? Okay, let's not remember that part. I wasn't perfect, but I belonged to something sacred. I was content. I was grounded. But I was also curious. Very curious. We were only 14 when Mom and Dad made the big decision. Khalid got scouted by a youth football academy in Spain. He was good. Like, really good, and my parents didn't want to split us up. They thought, let the twins go and chase their futures together. So, that summer, they sent us off to live with my Aunt Samira, Mom's stylish eyeliner, always on point older sister, who had been living in Spain since she married a Spanish revert back in the 90s. At first, I thought I'd be homesick. Instead, I got distracted. Aunt Samira was kind and cool. Really cool. And don't tell my mom I said this, but Auntie is way cooler than her. She never yelled. Never nagged. No rules about phones, no lectures about music. Just focus on your priorities, stay out of trouble, and be smart. Well, easier said than done. By the end of summer, Khalid had settled nicely into his academy routine. Auntie took me shopping to prepare for the upcoming school term. We were enrolled into a private school near Khalid's academy. What can I say? Perks of having a genius football prodigy, bro. You should order one for yourself, too. My aunt was modern and she wanted me to loosen up. But I knew better. Besides, I loved my abayers. That's why I paid little attention when she said, Amira, you're in a different world now, mommy. You can still love Allah and evolve. Then came the first day of school. I stepped into the hallway alongside my brother. And that's when it began. The teasing. Why are you always dressed like a curtain? You wear that to sleep too? Freak. As for Khalid, he walked in and instantly became the it boy. Exotic, tall, athletic, beautiful curls. He didn't have to hide anything. But me? I became the layered weirdo twin with fabric on her head. When the bullying got bad, Aunt Samira insisted I loosen up. And I thought, maybe she's not entirely wrong. I can still wear my hijab just differently. Evolution is allowed? Yes? So I swapped my abaya for baggy jeans. Let my hijab fall into a soft turban every now and then. Still got bullied. Still felt invisible. But I had my warrior at my back. So that was something, right? Wrong. Social media started to whisper sweet things in my ear. That femininity is power. That modesty is a choice. That Allah looks at the heart, not the scarf. And I listened. Don't freak out yet, guys. Okay, totally freak out, because it's about to go really downhill from here. On my 16th birthday, I took the step. Off came the hijab. Sweet 16 knew me. But don't worry. My intentions were still pure, right? That's what I told myself, anyway. By this time, Khalid had already made it to the second division, La Liga, and was mostly too busy traveling for matches and training. He was barely home. And me? I was becoming someone else. At the beginning of 11th grade, I stepped in. New term, new style, new power. Suddenly, the stares weren't disgust. They were admiration. I was no longer the weird twin. I was the exotic bombshell. Long, silky curls. Almond eyes. Soft, athletic body. Clear caramel skin that glowed under the sun like a soft halo. Almost ethereal. I'm being very humble, by the way. I didn't mean to stand out, I just did. The it girls, aka the cheer squad at school, who wouldn't have even known I existed if not for my brother, suddenly adopted me into their circle like I was the missing puzzle piece. I became especially close to Lucia and Camilla, my two Spanish besties. We were the ultimate it-girl trio. Lucia was the fashion senpai. Camilla was the loud party guru. And me? I was the calm, mysterious one with pretty Muslim girl energy and a hot twin football star bro. I used to be a bystander to bullying. But now that I was the popular one, I decided to make my own rules. Especially when it came to hijabi girls getting picked on. I may not have worn it anymore, but deep down I still believed in it, even if I wasn't strong enough to wear it. I saw me in them, and I'd be damned if I let anyone treat them the way I was treated. In case you're wondering, no, I didn't party. Yet. I still had lines I wouldn't cross. Until the girl said,
"Wait, you've never been to a party?
Mira, mi amor.
You're totally coming with us. You don't even have to drink. Come on, Chica, you're like our spiritual Barbie. Time to upgrade."
That's when it started. Little things. Oh, it's just a one-time house party. Then, skipping door for lunch at the mall. I told myself, my heart's still clean. My intentions are good. Allah knows I love him. That's the thing about intentions, though. They mean nothing if your actions drag them through the dirt. But I didn't see that yet. I just kept sliding, going with the flow. And the deeper I went, the more followers I got. Talk about a twisted world. Soon, my Instagram and TikTok started blowing up with followers and brand deals. My niche, beauty and lifestyle. Outfit pictures. Modest turban tutorials. Girly outfit inspo. Pinterest aesthetic designs. Quran quotes paired with lip gloss reels. People loved my content and my personality. But of course, you can always count on the haram police to come chasing after non-hijabi Muslims. They came at me with, her content always leaves shaitan confused. If you're gonna talk about Islam, at least have the decency to wear the hijab. Imagine advising people to pray Salah while blasting music in the background, lol. Contrary to what they thought, I wasn't entirely lying. I still prayed. Still made dua. Still believed. But I wanted to live. I wanted freedom. So, I chose to believe in Allah. On my own terms. Porque SOCKs. Balance, I called it. In truth, I was crumbling. I felt hollow inside. But, hey! The brand deals were nice. So were the DMs. Especially the one from Luis. I met him while cheering for Khalid at a stadium, sipping soda from the stands. He was from the rival team. Wavy brown hair, sun-kissed tan, olive green eyes. He looked like a sinner's dream come true. And he wanted me. Madre mia. He DM'd me that same night. We chatted, laughed, and eventually, dated. We did everything together. Parties, dates, late night beach drives, karaoke, even snuck kisses during his trainings when his coach wasn't looking. He treated me like I was untouchable and made me feel like the girl. Said he'd never met a Muslim girl like me. Trust me, I don't know if I would have met one either if I didn't look in the mirror. I told myself, maybe I could change him instead. He changed me. We stayed together for years, even through college. Until one Tuesday, I came home early from design class. It had been canceled last minute due to a teacher emergency. I was surprised to find our dorm room door slightly ajar, but nothing could have prepared me for what was waiting inside. There, on the bed, Louise with Lucia. That witch. What the heck? I snapped.
Babe, it's really not what it looks like.
Louise tried to explain, but I cut him off with a resounding slap. I turned to Lucia, furious. How could you, Lucia? You were supposed to be my best friend.
Oh, how could you, Lucia?
She mocked.
You really thought you could have it all, huh?
The perfect it girl.
The exotic face. The famous brother. Even your Islam made you cooler. You made us all feel like sidekicks in your little fairy tale. And oh, don't blame me because your little boyfriend chose to get off elsewhere. While you're out here playing Little Miss Perfect.
The audacity of that, which she didn't even apologize. She confessed her jealousy like betrayal was some justified form of vengeance. I laughed, deadpan, no tears. Okay, maybe a single one escaped in disbelief. I acted cool, but I couldn't spend another second around those lying backstabbers. So I packed a few things and stormed out. I was going home. That night, I was doom scrolling, trying to forget my heartbreak. When Lucia's story popped up, she posted a picture of herself with a disoriented-looking Luis, laughing at a party. Captioned, "Still standing." Hashtag that girl. That broke me. I stared at that story for way too long. I didn't care if Luis looked drunk. Why was he still with her? My heart twisted. I went out that night, alone, to clear my head, drowned in shots of something I couldn't even pronounce, and eventually blacked out at the club. That night, I lost more than my mind. For the first time, I drank her arm water. I woke up in a room, dimly lit, cold, hands tied. My wrists ached. I could barely breathe. As my vision cleared, I looked around. There were 3 other girls. We were in the back of a van. 2 men stood by the door. Rugged, grinning, making sick jokes in Russian. Don't ask me how I guessed the language. Then it hit me. Traffickers. I wasn't going home. I wasn't going anywhere. We were going to be shipped. Sold, forgotten. I fought, screamed, begged, but nothing worked. That's when I made it. The only real dua I had made in years. Ya Allah, I swear by your honor, if you get me out of this alive, I'll spend every breath left in me truly serving you. Please, please, just save me. Then the van started moving, and I knew it was now or never. I screamed, louder than I ever had before, and the 2 other girls joined in. The henchmen panicked and tried to silence us by pressing down on our lips. They managed to gag the other 2. When it came to me, I bit the man's hand, hard, like my soul was on fire. I didn't let go, no matter what. His friend hit me, hard. I felt something warm against my teeth as everything went black. Again. Why was I passing out so much? I woke up to Mercy in a hospital bed. IV in my hand, my head bandaged. Khalid was pacing the room. Aunt Samira sobbing beside me. That's when it all came back. The van. The henchman. The dua. I tried to speak, but I couldn't, apparently. Khalid had seen Lucia's story and knew something was off. I hadn't posted all day, so he tracked my snap location, went looking. He met a kind man who had heard girls screaming for help in a shady-looking van and called the police. They got there just in time and saved us. It's been over 7 months since then. True to my promise to Allah, I got help, started therapy. joined a support group for survivors. Every night, I cried in sujud. My dad flew out. Mom couldn't stop making dua for me over the phone. Khalid never left my side. He truly was my warrior. I apologized to my family for being a rebel all these years, for making them worry about me all the time. They cried. So did I. I healed. With Allah's grace and the support of my loved ones, I cut off the friends who glorified my past and joined an online Hift class. This time, I made sure to take in the essence of every aria I memorized. One day at a youth halakha, I met him. Darni, a revert. Real, sincere, kind. He was an entrepreneur and content creator who used to be deep in the streets. Like me. We talked, got married, healed, and built something beautiful together. I didn't need red roses or expensive gifts. I just needed a man who feared Allah, a man of taqwa. And he was just that. One random evening, he told me,
Why don't you create content again? But this time, with purpose. You can advertise your designs while inspiring true Islamic femininity. You've got the voice. Let it be heard.
and I did. Now, I own a modest clothing brand. I post content with purpose, preaching the real Islamic femininity. Fisabilillah. Every other day, I make videos teaching girls what I wish I knew. I speak to girls like me, confused, curious, misled, but never too far gone. That you don't have to pick between being empowered and being Muslim. That real power is in submission. The DMs still come. Some call me a hypocrite. You're a fake. You change too fast. You're still a sinner. Some call me an inspiration. Others? Just confused. Maybe they're all right about me. But the truth is, I no longer seek their validation. I'm still healing, still learning, and I'll always be a sinner. But this time, I choose to be a sinner who always finds her way back to Allah. Just like I did when the lights went out in the club. And that's the only opinion I care about now.